Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome back to God Conscious Twin Flame 1111. My name is Pamela, and I will be doing the weekly reading for July 9th through July 16th. I want to welcome back all my loyal subscribers and new viewers and subscribers. I want to thank you so much for joining my channel. Wow. I just want to thank you for being on this journey with me and being a part of the God Conscious awakening and becoming. And I just love all of you for your likes, shares, and your comments. They keep me encouraged. So thank you for commenting on videos and letting me know that that the Spirit is moving and guiding and providing messages that are helpful to you. So if you would like a personal reading, please check the link below in the website, and I'd be more than happy to provide you with a personal reading. My weeks will be opening up again, or at least I think so. The loving God has me in many places and new things showing up all the time. So I'm going to start as I usually do in Jesus Calling. I'm going to put on our little music. I want to see what they have for me today. That it could be useful to you guys. And this one seems, let's do that. Let me just close that for a second. Beautiful Zen music, soothing, relaxing, by Yellow Brick. So, Yellow Brick Cinema also puts out a bunch of good videos, so it's whatever shows up that resonates. And for today in the Sarah Young, in the Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, stop worrying long enough to hear my voice. I speak softly to you in the depths of your being. Your mind shuttles back and forth, hither and yon, weaving webs of anxious confusion. As my thoughts rise up within you, they become entangled in those sticky webs of worry. Thus, my voice is muffled, and you hear only white noise. Ask my spirit to quiet your mind so that you can think my thoughts. This ability is an awesome benefit of being my child, patterned after my own image. Do not be deafened by the noise of the world or that of your own thinking. Instead, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That one is italicized, so one of my favorite. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Sit quietly in my presence, letting my thoughts reprogram your thinking. So the scriptures today are Deuteronomy 30:20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end will be, for they are a perverse generation. Am I in the right one? Nope, I'm not. 30:20. When I have brought them to the land flowing with milk and honey, of which I swore to their fathers, and they have eaten and fulfilled themselves and grown fat, then they will turn to other gods and serve them. Nope. Wrong one. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with me. 30:20. That they may love the Lord your God, that they may obey his voice, and that you may cling to him, for he is your life and the length of your days, and that you may dwell in the land which the Lord swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give them. So when you stay there, you're in the land of milk and honey. When you go off in your own thoughts, you're in the wilderness. That's a visual that they just gave me. So when you're in your own thoughts, you're in the wilderness. But when you're in the thoughts with God, you're in the land of milk and honey. And then she gave us in Romans This one I know I got right. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. The perfect will of God is that you shall have peace, and that you shall know peace and joy and all the fruits of the Spirit. So when we're not obeying God, when we're not in perfect peace and harmony, that's when it's good for us to meditate and get still and know that God is, and that He wants for us a perfect union with Him. And that this twin flame journey has done all to show you the areas in which you are not peaceful, or that the past is showing up in your present, or the discomfort is showing you that that you're not trusting God, that all things will work out together for good that love Him, and that you're imposing maybe your own will, or that you're impatient or projecting. So those are the things that did not come of God. Those are the things that came from our pain in our past. So I'm prayerful that if we stay and put our mind in the trust of God and the Spirit, that we will know peace. I know that it has helped me tremendously, but not every day. I mean, I got to be reminded every day, this is how we go, the renewing of my mind. So for today and for this week, I'm shuffling your deck for Monday, July 9th through the 16th, for seeking guidance and information from the cards. And I ask all the angels and guides, Archangel Michael, our protector, Jesus, renewer of our life, Mary, Mother of all, God the Father. We're asking that you give us the guidance that we need for this week, for the Divine Collective, so that they may be armed with the armor that you have provided for us: truth, righteousness, patience, understanding, compassion, empathy, joy, harmony, playfulness for my fellows. That's my wish for you. So let's see what information and guidance they have for the Divine Collective, and we're going to see to whom they're speaking when I open the deck. Okay. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the guidance, because without your guidance, we're just stuck trying to figure it out on our own and making a mess of it. So the overall energy is justice. Justice will be served. Maintain your place in justice, and that the scales will balance out. If things have been unfair, and even in your life, the scales will balance out. And that maybe you need to be in the state of justice, knowing that the divine will handle things balancing out, and that you just have to really have that faith. See, her eyes are closed, and that justice just flows through her veins, and that the scales are balanced without her even thinking about it, that it is all happening on her behalf, on our behalf. Wow. Okay. You got a couple of queens going on, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And the Knight of Cups. All right. So, thank you for these messages, and help me to be a clear vessel to relay what you want for them to know. So the Queen energy, very powerful energy. She doesn't have to put effort into what's going on. She is just abundant, and she knows in her reliance of God. So queens have to take the oath to obey and honor God, and that's how they rule their kingdom, in that mindset of obeying God. And so she's just kind of looking away, knowing that all things are being translated for the good of the people, because she is maintaining her equanimity, her balance, her temperance, her emotions. And the Queen of Coins, you have the Queen of Coins, which is maintaining balance in the material world, and then you have the Queen of Cups maintaining balance in the emotional world. So, so good for you. Congratulations to the queens out there. Just stay in your balance. This is for the Divine Feminine, and apparently they called it maintain your balance, and know that you are the queen of your world, and that you are fair and just and balanced, and that you operate with God, the Divine, and all your guides to be fair and to be balanced. And if you're not, you're soon going to be. It's kind of also a little warning, don't let your emotional state take over as it relates to your divine union. Because this is in the work in the home position, it's very, allow your work to be your love, and don't let emotional matters take control if that's if you're on the other side of this. Just stand in the balance. See how the dolphins are just swimming around her. If that's your spirit animal, I encourage you to look up what dolphins mean, because the Wheel of Fortune is turning. That's your unexpected. The Wheel of Fortune will turn in your favor. And we're going to get clarification on what else we can know about the Wheel of Fortune, because in the unexpected, fast-moving, emotional, typically this is positive emotional news coming in. And he's on a seahorse, or she's on a seahorse. So just know that that your emotional fulfillment is coming. That you just need to maintain balance, and that justice will be served. Of course, again, it's saying don't allow it to become an obsession. That it will come. You have 3 cups in your, so just stay in the balance. And this is talking about nostalgia again. We had this for the weekend, and being nostalgic. They're saying be like a little child. They probably said that to you on Friday, and I'm telling you again, just to be like a little child, and to not allow your emotions to take control. If that's what's happening, surrender it to God, which is why we had the message, just to be still and know that He is, to be renewed, to have the renewing of the mind. The emotional energies that are being healed for you. That's where the justice is. That you will find justice in your emotions. And the advice is to focus on your material world, and all that is going on that is going well. It may be journaling and writing out what's going well and what's really positive in your life. And focus on that which you desire, not that which you don't. Because right now your energy is strong, and it has to be held in reserve for the greater good of yourself and your divine partner. So yeah, you have a lot of feminine energies this week that will help sustain you, will nourish you. Really, you're also a leader in your on your journey for the people around you. And when you maintain your emotions and don't allow people to take you off your throne by way of baiting you, you will find that you are empowered. And so these are practices that we get. These are just kind of the lessons, our education in God's economy, And how are we going to move forward with it? Oh, that card just jumped. Another Cups, Ace of Cups, emotional fulfillment, a beginning of a new relationship, a renewed relationship. Yeah, that just, she jumped out. And emotional fulfillment, harmony, new beginnings, new emotional beginnings. So you have the Queen, the Knight, the Queen, and the Ace of Cups. And so, you know, it will be dumb and ready when a King of Cups shows up, because then you're all in the same suit. And so the masculine, as we have seen in the past, have been working through their emotional, and this could be your masculine too, working through balancing the emotions while still maintaining the material world, to which most of the masculines are convinced they must do. So this could have to do with the masculine. They just want me to put that out there. Trying to get more into his feminine energy. Wow. Okay, what other news do you have for us? The Ace of Cups, newness, new projects, new emotional news coming in. Maybe you'll get a message that will bring you emotional fulfillment, contentment. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else they have from this. So I'm using both tarots today. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams and the Tarot, the Gilded Tarot by Sarah Marchetti. This one is jumping. So yeah, since that one jumped out, many of you will probably be coming into union this week, or at least union with yourself, union with your divine, and contentment. Some of you will be coming into physical union by way of messages with your divine partner. Some of you will really know that equanimity. I think some of the divine masculines have allowed for the vulnerability to show up in their life, even if they're not showing it to you. It's such a beautiful card, because there's an intimacy. The hearts are connected, and there's the newness. So yeah, and Magician showed up again, and that is also a new. So enjoy the magic that's showing up in your life. And this is the Magician in all areas of your life. So you have the wands, the swords, the emotions, and see how he's kind of just manifested a new relationship. So you want to view this relationship in a new way and let go of the things of the past. Let go of what you think you know, or why you think things happened, and just come into the union of, all things happen for a reason, to grow us up, to be able to experience this equal relationship love. Because many of us have been in very uneven relationships. And then the Hanging Man, standing in the balance. So just being between the two worlds and knowing that all things are working out, and not having any stress about it. Whether it happens or whether it doesn't, whether I talk to him, whether I don't, whether I talk to her or whether I don't, whether I get this job or whether I don't, I know that the divine has me protected, and that I'm going by my spiritual eyes and ears, and that I can manifest anything and everything. So focus on, what you want, and manifest that. I deserve. I am the master of my domain. I want and deserve a emotionally fulfilling life that's included in all of my affairs, whether it's in my mental life, my intellectual life, my physical life, my emotional life. You have that coming for you this week. You have that coming for you this week. So let's see what else we need. And so there's a lot of green and blue. So speak from your heart. Come from your heart. I'm looking at the heart chakra and the throat chakra here. Number 4. You are divinely protected in your affairs. Yeah. Newness, a new beginning. So you have 1. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Please just stay, you know, there's symbols and just being in this state of between the two worlds and knowing that justice will be served and that the spiritual, the love will prevail. I was in a drum circle yesterday. That was absolutely amazing, and the leader of that drum circle talked about how we carry garbage and how sometimes the garbage is spewed out on us, or we're spewing out the garbage. And that in that drum circle, I prayed that all the garbage be transformed into loving kindness and into gentleness. And I saw that it was being cast off. You do not have to be the receiver of garbage, emotional garbage, spiritual garbage. You can protect yourself, shield yourself, and know that that person is in dire need of love and not scolding. Just, you don't have to take it, you don't have to own it, you don't have to resolve it, you just have to say, you know what, I love you, but I'm not here for that. And it doesn't matter who it is, what relationships that need to be cleared that way. I'm taking out the garbage, and it's not going to pile up in front of me anymore. And it was so beautiful, and I just envisioned that all of the unpeaceful areas were transmuted into love, and that, yeah, that we cast it all out to be transformed to beautiful gifts. So I pray that prayer. So I'm using John Holland's Psychic Tarot for the heart. Becoming vulnerable is so painful and so new to so many. And just be patient, because it's delicate, you know. The heart is so delicate and has been so protected by difficulties. So flow, yeah. And it's talking about the heart, let it flow. You don't have to worry about if somebody, it's a perfect number, that's a 10. You don't have to worry about somebody hurting you. That's all ego. And then there's some strengthening of bonds. We had this the other day. Strengthening of bonds. I think we had this the other day. Maybe it was in some, and that's a 1. So we have an 11 in there. And shine. So all of this is heart work. Cups, emotions, cups. This is all. You did a great job on your meditations, guys. I think that I talked to you guys about doing a heart meditation this week, heart chakra, and you did a great job, because now you can let it flow and strengthen the bond with yourself, the bond with the divine. Wow, great job. That's a 10. 9 plus 1 is 10. We have an 11 here. We have the 2 of Cups. So congratulations on your work. Thank you. Thank you so much. So many of you are being groomed for union within the next few weeks, if not this week. And congratulations. The phases of union will be speeding up as we all stay in prayer of the heart. And your prayers are helping others come into union and balance. And so I want to thank you on behalf of the collective for that. I want you to stay in perfect peace. This is really anything else that you want us to know. Can you tell us anything else that you want us to know? This feels, like a partnership reading. This is a partnership reading. This is not just divine feminine or divine masculine, because I think all need heart healing and all need to stay in the center of balance. Okay, what else do you want us to know about this reading? Okay, so yeah, this is really union. That's what they said. And that the divine is in the middle. And you have the strength. That's what's showing up at the bottom. You have the strength. And her third eye chakra, you have the strength of heart and mind to move. The divine mind. So, I talked I haven't talked about it recently, but humans have between 40 and 60,000 thoughts a day, and 80% of those thoughts are negative. And what that card is showing me, and the strength, is that we're coming from balanced thoughts, not from the negative, but from the center of our intellect. And that that's where justice prevails, because it is not overly emotional or overly intellectual. It's in the center. It's in the center. That's how the divine wants us to move, in the center with him. And the spirit is in the center of this bond. So you really want to focus on the divine and not on him. Because if you focus on the divine, him or he or she will appear. So this is a divine partnership reading this week, guys, and it's a very beautiful one. Stay in your heart. Stay in your heart. And if your divine partner is not coming from the heart, then you will know in your discerning gift. And just pray to just see below the messages, because the pain is still very present. So I want to thank you for watching. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to click the link below. If you're in need of coaching sessions, I have coaching packages on the website. And until next time, my divine fellow beloveds, thank you so much for watching.